Every village has its heartbeat, and in ours, that rhythm belonged to a woman named Ife. Her name meant love, a beautiful irony, perhaps, because it was the one thing that seemed to perpetually elude her. The community knew her for her kindness, her tireless hands, and the grace with which she carried her burdens. She was a picture of strength. Yet, I first noticed her pain in a single, unfallen tear. It was a fleeting look, a moment when her guard dropped, and I saw it, a woman standing in the fullness of her life yet waiting for a door that never seemed to open. There was something unspoken about her, a silent, profound longing. Like she was constantly expecting a call that never came through. Ife was single. Not by choice, but by a refusal to settle. She wasn't just searching for a husband, she was searching for a partner, a companion to grow with, spiritually, culturally, and morally. She wanted a mirror for her soul, not just a mun for her home. But every time the conversation drifted to love and marriage, her voice would tremble, her large eyes clouding with a complex blend of longing and fear. She was ready for love, but terrified of betrayal. She had seen too much, seen marriages built on promises crumble into heartbreak and empty houses. She carried the collective pain of her community's failed relationships like an unseen weight. She was searching in silence, asking a question only the universe could answer. Will my story be different? One evening, unable to bear the weight of her unspoken suffering, I finally asked her the question that everyone in the village was thinking, but dared not ask. Ife, I said, looking her in the eye. What do you truly want? Why are you still waiting when so many fine men have approached you? She looked away for a long moment, tracing patterns on the ground. When she finally spoke, her voice was quiet, but held the weight of a lifelong conviction. I need someone who understands me. Someone who will grow with me, not just for the fleeting moment of marriage, but for life. Someone who will respect my culture, my morals, my soul. She told me her painful truths, of the men who saw her beauty but ignored her faith, of those who offered money but demanded she compromise her traditions, of past heartbreaks where love turned out to be a mere transaction. They wanted a beautiful, dutiful wife, but not a whole person. They offered me a house, but not a home. They offered me wealth, but not peace. I learned that my soul is not a thing to be bought or rushed. I still believe, truly, that there is someone out there who will see the woman I am becoming, not just the woman I am now. Her hope wasn't loud or demanding, it was unyielding. It was a tiny, fierce flame she guarded with her silence and her self-respect. She was waiting for the men who would respect the depth of her. Over the months that followed, I became a silent witness to Ife's journey of preparation. This wasn't a search outside herself, it was a profound journey within. She sought guidance from the elders, understanding that marriage is a sacred institution requiring community wisdom. She prayed every morning with a fierce, unwavering faith. Most importantly, she listened to the quiet, sometimes inconvenient voice of her heart. Men came and went. The modern, the wealthy, the charming. But Ife often found a reason to stay silent, to hold back her commitment. Because she realized that real love isn't about beauty or money, it's about growth, shared faith, and mutual respect. She wasn't dismissing these men out of arrogance, she was protecting her future. She knew that if she chose a man purely for his surface qualities, she would forever be compromising her soul to fit into his life. She understood a deep truth: you attract not what you want, but who you are. Therefore, she committed herself to becoming the partner her future husband deserved. Her patience was not passive, it was an active form of self-love and spiritual work. Then, one day, she met Keen. There was no grand entrance, no expensive gesture. He was simply present. Keen was the man who listened more than he spoke. He saw the quiet conviction in her eyes and respected the boundaries she had so carefully placed around her heart. They began to talk. Not about flashy cars or bank accounts, but about the foundations of life, their dreams for their community, their understanding of faith, the importance of honoring tradition, and the moral compass that guided their decisions. Keen respected her traditions instantly. He had a gentle spirit and a kindness that didn't feel transactional. When Ife spoke about her deepest fears and hopes, Keen didn't try to fix her or impress her. He simply listened and shared his own journey of growth. I felt something different with him, she confessed to me. A quiet hope. He doesn't treat my patience as a challenge, he treats my faith as a gift. He sees my culture not as a barrier, but as a beautiful heritage we can build on together. It was not a roaring fire of passion, it was the gentle, steady warmth of a hearth. This was the quiet assurance she had prayed for, the men who would grow with her, not just stand beside her. The waiting was over. Her silence had spoken its truth. The truth I learned from Ife'S entire journey is profound, and it is the heart of this story. True marriage isn't just about finding someone, it's about becoming ready. Ife didn't find Keen when she was desperate or rushing. She found him when she was whole, complete, and fully prepared, spiritually and morally, to be a partner. She had done the difficult work of self-refinement. She understood that love is a journey of growth, respect, and mutual kindness, a covenant of souls, not a contract of convenience. Her unwavering faith in the good that can come from patience and prayer was finally rewarded. She didn't settle for less than the companionship she deserved, and in doing so, she attracted a man who valued her depth. So, to everyone watching this, to everyone still searching in the noise of the world, remember Ife'S story. Don't rush. Invest in yourself. Grow in your morals, honor your culture, and listen to the truth whispered by your heart. Your true partner will come when the time is absolutely right, when you are ready to love not just with your hands, but with your soul. Let's summarize the powerful lessons from Ife'S journey, which we can all apply to our lives. The priority of preparation. Focus on becoming the right person before you exhaust yourself trying to find the right person. Self-improvement, spiritual, moral, and emotional, is the most crucial step toward a happy partnership. Patience as active faith. Ife'S waiting was not passive. It was an active commitment to her values. True patience means trusting that God/the universe knows the right timing, and refusing to compromise your standards out of fear of being alone. Respect over riches. Real, lasting love is built on a foundation of mutual respect, shared values, and a commitment to growth, not on financial status or fleeting attraction. Look for the man who sees your soul, not just your surface. Silence speaks volumes. Sometimes, the greatest power lies in your silence. When you stand firm in your values, your quiet conviction becomes louder and more attractive than any desperate plea or compromise. This is Ife'S journey, a timeless reminder for all of us to keep believing, to keep growing, and to keep waiting in hope. If this story resonated with you, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, Mrs. Evelyn Sampson TV, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. We encourage you to share your thoughts and your own stories of patience and faith in the comments section below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep growing.